What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the fantasy drafted Anaheim Ducks. And we're picking up where we left off here. We got up to the trade deadline. Our record 36, 16, and 12 is pretty damn good. It's good enough for first in our division. However, our division isn't that strong if you kind of look at it. It's kind of, you got a lot of the, middle of the pack type teams on there. But, yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not really bad. Actually, oh my god, we're in first in the NHL. Okay. I guess every single division is kind of like that. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong or I'm used to, I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, there's no real tank teams. Like, well, they're kind of, like, a few 51s in there. Like, those are the lowest ones, but everything else is actually kind of, everyone's kind of relatively close to 500 when you're looking at it, everyone else. Yeah, I mean, in our division, actually, everyone's above 500. Pacific, everyone's above 500. That's actually kind of crazy. This one, only one of them's below 500. This one, same thing, only one person's below 500. So, yeah, I can see all the wealth. The wealth is kind of very evenly distributed right now. So, anyway, thinking about trades to make. Now, there's a couple ideas. I don't... someone's saying this could be a year I could trade my first for, rental. The problem is, cap's a thing. It's not going to be bad next year. Well, obviously we're going to have Eichel, but I have a feeling for some reason it's already counting that. Because when I was looking at this stuff, I'm like, it doesn't really add up. I'm like, the money don't really add up to me when I'm looking at it. I didn't really check it. But, I mean, we got several guys. Sedin's not going to be getting that, obviously. Philpil ain't going to be getting 7 mil. Like, we'll be just fine. Goaltender as well, we're going to be... Grice, I think we're going to be able to sell for so much. Demko, yeah, we are going to want to bring up and send back down Reimer. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I mean, we could give up our first and try to get a rental and try to ship off Nielsen. The problem with Nielsen is he's just got one of those contracts that people just hate and they don't want to accept him. The main reason I took him was because, well, I thought I'd need help hitting, the cap floor at certain times, which I still think we will, but it didn't happen immediately. And like I said, I also think some weird stuff's going on with our salary. I think it's already counting Eichel's contract because I don't know. I just have a feeling it is for this year. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like. Anyway, so if we tried to ship this guy off just even for nothing, it's say for 7th, they're just gonna tell us oh, he's this contract's really they don't want to take on the contract. So even if I threw in a first, try to get some kind of center rental. The best kind of thing for that around that range would be either Thornton or Sedin, but we would somehow have to free up more cap because of that. We wouldn't be able to. I mean, it's at the end of the year, so it should be maybe okay, but I don't think so. I think we'd still, so it'd still say we're over the cap. So it would take so much to try to make a deal work, and I think we should just kind of roll with it this year. Kind of let what's going to happen because, for the most part, we're going to have, at least with the way things are looking, I think we should have some excess value next year. I think Rice should get statistical growth and jump up and have, more than even Demko value next year. If all things go well, but I mean, the kind of season that this guy had, or is having so far, it's looking like it could be the case. So that's kind of another reason I'm almost afraid to kind of mess with too much here, just to not screw him up entirely, but yeah. I don't know. I can't really think of any trades to make right now. So this might be just a silent deadline. We don't have any unsigned guys, obviously, so we can't just chuck those guys in for extra picks. We're going to have to almost start from the bottom when it comes to drafting. We'll have to just start with standard picks here and kind of build from there. Obviously, we can, trade in some of these other guys that are on our roster, but we also don't have that many guys on the roster, so we actually can't really do that either. So this trade deadline's just going to have to be kind of a silent one, and we're going to have to just roll with the tide here, so to speak, and just kind of see how this team's going to finish the year off and see how they'll do in the playoffs, because even if we get some kind of a rental, how much further is it going to push us? Are our goalies going to be that good in the playoffs? How is our defensive core going to hold up? I don't think we're a deep run team. Maybe we can just keep capturing the cheese, and so that's what I'm going to roll with here. We're going to just kind of have a quiet deadline here. We're going to get this done, get the playoffs done as well, and then we'll start preparing for the draft for the next video, so I think we do have an injury. Should be coming back in a little bit. I can't remember how long he was gone, but let's start simming here. Obviously, if we're losing some games, I'll stop, take a look at some things. Speaking of which, I was already supposed to bring up Thatcher Demko as our new backup and send down, what's his name? That was something I do need to do because Thatcher Demko is listed as a backup. We want to... This guy's the future. Like this, we're expecting Thatcher Demko to become that elite goalie that we've seen him in many of my other franchise modes. So we're gonna switch him in Reimer. If someone picks up Reimer, great. You know, frees up his contract. It's just highly. I don't think anyone's picking up. I don't think they're gonna grab Reimer. I don't think anyone's gonna want that. I mean, it's multiple years left on that kind of a deal. It's not happening. So it's very safe to send this guy down. Watch him get picked up. Nope, he's down here. See, we're all good. Alright, Thatcher Demko is now our backup. Now this might give, what's his name, a bit more extra starts here at the end. Grice. That shouldn't be too big of an issue. Alright, Thatcher Demko in there. And we'll see how he does in his first tenure in the NHL. Whatever words I'm looking for here. So we'll continue simming. That's, okay, that took a while. I guess we'll continue simming. Alright. And just like I said, finish off the season. We'll take a look around the league. Another loss. Kronwall is available. That's good. I think we should wait till he's fully healed still. Another loss. Are we just going to shit the bed entirely here at the end? Could happen. And we could just completely fall down. I just don't want our goalie to be screwed. I just don't want that to happen. Just like, please be okay, goalie. I think that we didn't actually mess with too much where he was when we put him in. No, it looks all good to me. Alright, come on. There we go. Needed to win, and we lose right on the tail end of it. This is kind of scary now. Kind of scary. I don't want us to completely fall apart. I was liking how we were playing. That's, oh god. Now we're just going to get all the injuries, aren't we? That sucks. That's Patrick Marleau being injured is really one of the last things we need. Who's our depth guy? It's JT Brown. And he can't play in a scoring role, man. Who can play in? No, we don't have any options. See, this is tough. Real tough. We're going to become like a one-line team right now. It's going to have to be that. Luckily, Marlowe's not gone for too long, so yeah, but I'm not having him on that power play. We'll get Yager up there. How many shots he taken? Pretty good. We'll get Yager on there. It's for the second unit, I'll just leave. That won't be too long. We'll put JT Brown in here because, well, we might have overtime, but let's give him a game-winning goal then. I'm just trying to make it easier. It's not like you're going to be gone for too long. All right, we hit one win, but we just can't seem to string any more together here. Really? Now this is happening. In the midst of us already kind of starting to lose games, now we're going to have to play a defenseman here because I can't really call anyone up. GG, Matt Hunwick. Have fun. Have fun as a forward. Can we win a game here? No, we can't. Yeah, this is going to suck. I can't just put Marleau back in either because I can't risk another injury to him. But it's looking like he might be back before this game. I say hesitantly. God damn. Worst time for injuries, and they all decided to happen right now. That is rough stuff, but I think we're good because, yeah. Alright, well, if we're quite done, I would like to win some games. There's another nice win. Versteeg's available. Okay, still wait till he's fully healed. Oh, good. We won again. We're up to 40 wins here. Fully healed Versteeg. Nice. Put him in for Hunwick. And we're about back to normal. Damn, though, that was not fun. I could have put Versteeg on that. Well, no, he is injured. I was like, next time I guess I'll put Versteeg on that second line. Goodness. Okay, let's continue scouting here. Hopefully we're quite done with those injuries. Let's do 2 and 1 there. I'll be greedy. 1 goal losses without getting points. Those are the worst, but we come back with a win. and come back with a loss. And lose in overtime. 41-25-13. We'll be a playoff team, but it's not as good of an end as we wanted, of course. That's a tough loss, but we end with a win. 43-26-3. It's okay. It's actually pretty damn good for what we are. It's kind of the best you can hope for. Now, I hope that Grice's stats didn't fall off too much at the end, because if they fell off really hard at the end, then that doesn't serve to benefit us. Because we don't need him to get statistical growth. It'll just be a huge help if he does, because then we could sell him for, you know, a bunch of picks and crap, like for years to come. Like, dude, we can get stacked on those. And the team we trade him for, what am I doing here? I don't know. I think I'm doing, yeah, I'm supposed to go to sorry, I got carried away talking. Like, the team we're gonna trade him for, the team that we trade him to, like, he'll eventually lose that statistical growth. So it could take 1 year, could take a couple years. It depends. It varies. We still won the division, only with 99 points. Didn't break 100. Goals for per game too, but yeah, our goals against went way up. That fucking sucks. Ugh. I'm scared now to look at his stats. Please don't be horrible, man. Don't like have dropped off completely there. Don't play that good all year and then fall off. Eichel had 74 points and was a -1. How does that even happen? Like, that's sad. Our first line are minuses. Despite, god damn it, Grice. Oh my, nope, he's not getting it now. Fucking hell. I knew he might, but he just, that end of the season just completely wrecked him. God damn, dude. Like, he was maintaining what? It released around a 2.3 all year. And then, towards the end, just decides to shit the bed. Thatcher Demko at least did good, so yay for our future, but god damn, man. And I don't even think Dadonov, 64 points might be enough for a bit of statistical growth, but really, we needed and wanted a lot more. Especially, I understand Grice maybe can't maintain that for all times, but god damn. Our bottom six is trash, but that's okay. Like, that's a huge drop-off. Like, that really is a big drop-off. Ah, that sucks. Well, we'll find out after the playoffs, I think, if we'll get statistical growth, but here we are. And I'm gonna do the playoffs on the format. I have been doing it with the calendar sim, and then if there's a game 7, go into the real time, just because with all the issues with the real-time sim this year, it seemed to be just completely broken. Anyway, so Austin Matthews and the LA Kings are in town. And that's our first opponent. Who knows, man? Maybe if if Grice has a great, did they trade? No, they couldn't have traded him. He's got to be injured. Okay, yeah. I was like, no, you didn't trade Austin Matthews. Okay, no, he's injured though, so that could be good for us. They don't look good to start off, neither do we, but I think we look slightly better than them. They got hella suck though. Yeah, they got hella suck. He's gonna have some fun. He's gonna have some fun. And before I even do this, man, we actually need to check out the league stats. I'm getting so excited. I was so bummed about freaking what's his name. But at least we've seen their lines now. I actually do need to check the league stats so we can actually kind of. Oh my goodness. All right, my fingers do not want to cooperate with what my mind wants to do right now. Even then, I press start knowing full well that I need to do a left trigger. Oh god, this is what I get. I usually record these. You know, I'm recording this at night right now. That's usually not what I do. I'll blame it on the routine. Well, Ovechkin looks like he's the top point guy, 95 points. Yes, indeed. Top goal scorer as well. Yes, indeed. Ovi's taken home massive amounts of hardware this year. No other way around it. What team was he on, by the way? I think, yeah, Florida, right? Yeah, Florida. Assist leader was William Karlsson with 62. Not bad. Plus minus leaders on the forward end. Crosby. Domi. Cool. Alright, power play goal leader. Patty Kane with 20. That's impressive. Total power play points. Wow, Columbus's power play is gotta be scary. Wow, man. At least the duo. Jesus, that's scary, man. Alright, let's see defense here. Brent Burns actually looking like the likely Calder Trophy winner. However, Dougie Fresh also makes a case for himself. I have to kind of see how they're stack up together in this regard too. I think they do take some defense into account. They're pretty similar though. I'd give it to Burns, man. Way more hits, more blocked shots, better ratio. Plus minus was the only thing that wasn't as good. Yep. All right, well, that's that. How about goalies? Holtbeast is good. So let's see who stands out. Is it still going to be the same goalies, or... Yeah, Vasilevsky's still up there. Bobrovsky's still up there. Lundqvist, usually don't see him up there that early. Luongo! Oh, my God. 2 point... Wow, pretty damn good year for him. But overall, not anyone hugely standing out, just because the teams were so kind of baddish all around the board. It's interesting. It brings a whole new flavor to franchise mode, I feel like, doing a whole fantasy draft. Because, oh my God, Brock Besser. 74 points. Filth. I don't think any rookie goalie is going to stand up to that. 65, and you got 31 games played as it's... Oh my God. All right, yeah, no. It's Brock Besser winning that Calder. All right. There we have it. Now we can get into the simming. My bad. All right, so here we go. Give round 1 against the LA Queens here. They're garbage. They got nothing. So here we go. The battle of the sweep, the first round sweeps here. Who's gonna be the sweepiest? Or, I don't know. Game 1, we win it 3-1. Hilarious, 3-1 victory. Get wrecked. Let's see. Maybe if Grice has an outstanding playoffs, he'll still get stat growth. We'll see. Game 2. A win in overtime, 3-2. We have taken a 2-0 series lead over the LA Queens. I don't know when Austin Matthews is going to be back, but let's just keep taking advantage of it if we can while he's gone. Oh, fuck off, Cronwall. Why are you being such a little bitch? If only Cronwall would have played Game 7. Oh, Hunwick does not happy. Get happy, Hunwick. Don't you cry. Okay, well, we won that game at least. Cronwall got a concussion. He's got to be gone after this year. All right, we'll do... Let's see if we can complete the sweep. Yep, we did. We completed the sweep against LA, so LA is obviously the worst team here, and we're the better of the swept teams. So get Shrek'd. And I think Austin Matthews probably still injured, because damn, there's a lot of major guys injured. Like Burns was injured. We saw he had the red X, whatever. Red no symbol, whatever it is. And oh my God, the San Diego Gulls swept the team too, so okay. We're the cheese, the power of the cheese. Okay, how many goddamn games do I need to skip here? I'm trying not to. Okay, cool. We have Cronwall. Well, maybe. I'm afraid to skip 2 days because it'll be one of those things where it'll skip a game if I do that. All right, Cronwall is actually fully healed, so didn't have to do anything. Matt Hunwick, you can continue to sit down there and cry about it because you're back out. We're putting Cronwall back in. He's gonna crush some face. Sorry, Hunwick. You just gotta get good. Alright, so there we're taking on, the Vancouver Canucks here in the second round. So the Sedin brothers are going to be facing each other for the first time in their careers. Interesting. How will this story unfold? Sam Bennett led in points. We got to check that out, obviously. Sam Bennett with 5 points. I'm liking that. Western Conference, there we go. Anaheim Ducks. Goals for per game, 3.5. Goals against, 1.25. So typical ALA, can't score even with Austin Matthews, but it's the playoffs, so of course he didn't show up. We have a 54% power play. I'd say that's pretty good. We have a 90-plus penalty kill. Yeah, again, LA might have been just trash, and they looked pretty trash, but we're not that good either. We're maybe we're rubbish. There we go. I don't know. If you use British words, I think that it makes them less impactful. They're nicer. All right, so 5 points for Sam Bennett there, 4 points for Sedin, 4 points for Marlowe, 4 for Ristolainen. Eichel only 3 points so far, but it is 4 games played. Everyone kind of produced pretty well, and I think everyone's got at least 1 point besides 2 defensemen in Cronwall and Daly, and they're playing together. Rip. And what's his name was kicking ass. Grice, like a boss. Please still get statistical growth, you bitch. Please do not screw me. At least go up to like an 80. Give me just a little bit more. Just like, you don't have to go up to an 88. Just give me like a little bit more value. Like, let me get a first out of you. That's all I really, really want. Okay, well, round 2 now. We're going to check out what the Kasucks have to throw at us. Just refresh our memory about their roster here. What you got? What you got, son? Kreider, Kuznetsov, Mantha, Nash, Barzal, Killorn. So good center core, really good center core. We got to watch out for that. And that first line is actually pretty damn good. Well, 2 power forwards with Kuznet and another power forward. So defensively, I'd say, oh yeah, defensively, I'd say these guys have got it pretty pretty well on lock. They got some offense back here, but not a huge amount. As their goaltender situation, not that good either. But Saros played outstanding for him. So I think their defensive forwards are really making a difference here, and that could spell our doom because, well, we're not really the best at putting up points anyway. And if we go up against a team really defensive-minded, well, let's just say that's usually not a great combination. But there's only one way to find out. Let's see what will happen here in the sim. Game 1, baby. We got home ice advantage still with a 99-point season because we're good like that. And here we go. Game 1 against Van. We win 4-3, and we take it. We remain undefeated here in the playoffs so far. San Diego lost, though, so they're excommunicated from the undefeated club. Game 2, let's give... Oh, and we lose that 3-2 in reg. And the series is knotted up at 1 game apiece. Now we got to head into... I don't know, is it named after Rogers, too? Everything in Canada is named after Rogers. I don't know, the Vancouvers... I should know that... Oh, no, we lose that game. I just did a damn franchise with them in 17. We won 5 cups, or, no, 4 cups in a row, that's right, yeah. Yeah, alright, anyway. Enough reminiscing. We just lost 2 games in a row here. And weren't able to put up that many points. Game, if we don't win this next game, we obviously got to shake things up, but let's hope the team can do it. Go team, sports ball. No, we lose 4-1, and the goals have disappeared. I had a feeling this would happen, but I have to. It would be silly of me not to make any changes. I need to shake things up in some way. Sam Bennett is a boss, so he's going to get up some higher ice time here. Or maybe he's exploding matchups, and we should leave that alone. And maybe counter them with our own power forward cheese. Maybe we should stack our third line. Let's stack our third line instead. Let's go with Sedin, Bennett, and Yager on our third line, and go with a very defensive second line. And keep our first line as is because they just they got to do it. I don't think they're producing Eichel's not doing much. Marlowe hasn't done jack shit. And I don't know if... Okay, well, we're all shit. Alright, good. We can all be shit together. I like how our defensive situation is panning out at least, but... We might need to split some of these guys up. Both of them two-way guys. These guys are both defense. You know what? Let's do this. See if... Let me... actually do this better, or can I even do... Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, not really. Okay, let's try Girardi up into the top 4. Get a defensive defenseman with Cronwall as a 2A, and then same thing here with Daly and Mathot. I don't know if that'll do much, but we have to mix it up. Grice, you've been pretty good. Demko's been better. I think it'll put him back in though if I... Let's try it. I'm gonna have to turn off goalie rotations in this case, but I want to try this. Fuck it. It's we lose 1 game, sure, but I mean, yeah, it's not really all on Grice either, but Thatcher Demko was perfect. He made 20 saves in the mop-up role. So let's try this, and you guys please let me know in the comments to remember to turn it back on, because yeah, in the playoffs, you don't need to actually turn it off anymore, really. But when you're manually, if you want to manually do things like this, it'll like this, it'll just put in the, you know, the main goalie again. So obviously I have to turn it off. Let's see how Thatcher Demko does. Let's see if the kid can bring us back. Might as well go with him, right? I mean, again, none of it was really Grice's fault, but you know, we're just mixing it up here. And maybe it was though, because he did get yanked in 1 game. Might have been that game. Who knows? Anyway. We got to inch our way back into the series here. Game 5 is a must-win in the Honda Center. So we've got about 20 fans there. And I can't click because it's that weird thing. Let's win this game. Anaheim, low, no. 4-2 loss, so same thing. Just couldn't score. Whatever. I tried to cheese them with our own stuff, but I think that was a case of our offense was not that good, and they had a lot of defensive forwards. So even if we had the cheese on our side, I mean... They have even more cheese because they got all those low, shitty defensive forwards, which EA just loves. And it just feels like they love in the sim, especially in the playoffs, man. Anyway, so we lose round 2 in 5. But hey, we made it to round 2. It's still pretty good. And I don't think we make it that much farther, even with someone better than Franz Nielsen. And the headache that we'd have to go through to even get that was sort of not worth it. So, draft will be up the next one, but let's see how horribly we fell off. Yeah, we completely failed. I mean, yeah. Did we even get it? No, we didn't get a power play goal in that entire series. We were 6 and something. 6 and 11. Wow, we got 11. Oh, wow. Trash. Penalty kill was still okay, but... Yikes, man. We got short. I don't know if we had that in the first one though. What if we got more shorthanded goals than power play goals in that round? What if? All right, well, it wasn't your fault, Thatcher Demko. That might have been an empty netter. That last one, because we did get 2 goals. It just, yeah, honestly, it wasn't his fault at all. He got the L, sure, but look at that. That's good. Yeah, see, he only allowed 2 goals in that game. Yeah. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yeah, 3 goals. Sorry. So yeah, one of them was an empty netter. Yeah, he did fine. Thatcher Demko was freaking incredible. Honestly, he's better than Grice. So that's good for our future. And Grice, did you do? He went down in 81. So I think this is usually when you're gonna see that statistical growth. So I don't think we got any statistical growth with this freaking asshole. Very pissed at Grice. Dude, plug in a .92 and a 2.3 freaking all season, and then that's what his stats were looking like all year. But with however many games played, and with this bullcrap, yeah, no, he's not getting it now. That was what a tease is Grice. What a bitch. Well, what else can you say? All right, well. It happens. First of all, I'm surprised we made the playoffs. I'm surprised we got out of the first round. I'm not surprised we swept LA. Seems contradictory, I know, but LA's trash. So even in a fantasy draft, they pick someone like Austin Matthews who doesn't show up in the playoffs. Oh, he was injured, you say? Well, even if he wasn't injured, let's be honest. Bennett. I like Bennett's growth this year, and he did pretty well in the playoffs. He didn't get a point since we did that weird switch, but whatever. He did okay. He was kind of doing what he could back there. Ristolainen and Riley both grew, and they might even get jumps. We can have this could be like this is our top 2. Like I'm really excited that they could actually get better too. Like both get 90 plus, and we can have that as our top 2 with Thatcher Demko. That's just gonna be ridiculous. So, our future's beyond bright here. That's the great thing. And, oh my goodness! Cal and Foot with the growth. Get up to an 88, man. Be a top 4 88 for me, and I will love you forever. Alright, let's see. He's not going to be... Well, hilariously, his offensive awareness got way, way up there. Oh, good. Oh, I thought I was looking at his defense, and I saw a 73 right there. I was like, are you serious? No, his defense is okay. Could be better, though. Could be better. That awareness needs to go up, but it's not horrible. We'll see how he develops. Levy only went up to a 72 here. Not bad, but could have used more. Everyone else, yeah. Nylander grew a bit. He's on pace to become at least a second liner. Other guys, not too bad. Yamamoto, I wanted a bit more out of him, but he could be just a slow starter because he's pretty high overall for his age, so... Remember when we got Dahlin, it took him a few years to really jump up there, but around 21, 22 is when he really exploded. So Yamamoto could still be a good second-line option for us. Just it'll depend on his growth in the next 2 to 3 years. Other than that, pretty much straightforward. Alrighty, well, the draft will be up in the next one. This was a bit of a shorter video, but we didn't do any trades at the deadline, and, well... Playoffs weren't that long for us, unfortunately, but hey, it's pretty much a blessing to make the playoffs in the first place. So the draft will be up in the next one. We did retain all our picks, so we have every single pick, and then we have 2/3 actually, which in this draft, I don't know how good that'll be. We'll have to see what my scouting says and really try to find some gems if any do exist. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to leave that like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you. Be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.